Thank you so much to XCOM for allowing me to take this session up today on speech evaluations, and thanks to the audience for gracing your presence in such large numbers. It's all your love for me, and vice versa as well. Gratitude firstly to all those who have assembled over here. It's very hard to believe that this journey, which began in 2018, is culminating, and a new journey is about to start very soon over there in the UK. In fact, September 2024 happens to be my exact completion of 6 years as an MTCian in these 2 months for me. I had joined as a little 18-year-old college kid, a little 18-year-old engineering student. Now I'm 24, so it's been actually a long time, and I see things back in retrospect. And I still remember my first meeting when I just entered, and most interestingly, when I was clearing off my drawers, I found something very interesting. This is the guest notepad which we used to get back in our Gymkhana days. This was my very first meeting, and I've in fact gone on to write the word of the day as well. That day the word of the day was emotive, which means intense emotion or expression. So I still have those memories very vividly in my memory. And I still remember Toastmaster Deepa Shetty was the club president when I just entered, and she was one of the reasons which kept me at the club, because the kind of enthusiasm of the leadership, that is something which actually kept me stick to Mulund Toastmasters Club. As many of you know, that I grew up in the Middle East in Dubai, and when I came here to Mumbai and just began my undergrad, I was looking for that one extracurricular which will actually benefit me in the long run. So I'm going to use little Hindi and Marathi also, so I'm more comfortable now. So Marathi मध्ये मी म्हणतो की असं काहीतरी सिलेक्ट करावं ज्याने आपण घडणार आहोत. Selecting something which will actually help me evolve over the years. And that's when I said I will take up to Mulund Toastmasters Club, take up to Toastmasters. And that's how the journey began in 2018. Because the last 6 years for me have been years of 360-degree transformation, absolute 360-degree. And it's very different from change, because change is something which is reversible. So I have not just changed, I can see. I've transformed because it's very much irreversible what I've gone through. And it's a positive 360-degree transformation which I've been able to witness here in my own self, and sure many of my seniors have been able to do it. But today I would like to take this opportunity not just to speak about myself, but to actually pay my gratitude to many people who have contributed in this journey of mine for the last 6 years. So to start off with, the first and foremost person, the initiator and the reason why I joined Toastmasters is my sister sitting right here. My sister was a part of something called Gavel Clubs, which is a junior version of Toastmasters in our school in the Middle East. And that time she was an active member there in 2018, and she was still in school. And that's where I got the idea that let me try out something like this. And I had very poor experience of public speaking because I was very fearful. My parents are sitting at the back. They had just forcefully put me in an after-school public speaking class. And somehow I went. I never knew that I would do pretty decently well in it. But big round of applause to my sister. She was the reason behind me to start and be here today. So without that, I wouldn't be here. Secondly, big thank you to my parents being so encouraging of all the different milestones, accomplishment, and this entire Toastmasters journey of mine. And being inspired by me, now my mother attends Toastmasters meetings in Dubai. Big thank you to my biggest cheerleader, my late grandfather. And the initial years when I was just in my undergrad, it was just both of us. And whenever I would receive any award, the first person who I would show it was him, the most immediate person available at home. And he was someone who was so appreciative that you're doing Toastmasters, and so appreciative of Mulund Toastmasters Club actually, that what we are doing here as a community. And he always used to say, Saturday matlab Gandhar Toastmasters. So he was so appreciative of MTC specifically and all of my different endeavors here. So gratitude to my parents and my grandfather. And let's have a round of applause for all of you. Gratitude to my mentors. My first MTC mentor, Toastmaster Vivekanand, an excellent analyzer of my speeches. He was the reason why I could complete my first path of team collaboration. Right from level 1 to level 5, someone who all through guided improvements in terms of speech drafts. So all kudos to him. And my current mentor, ETM Avinash, who was very instrumental in all of my progress, especially when I was preparing for district. Someone who actually guided me in ESC specifically on how to go about and continuously keep improving and not make mistakes. So big thank you to both of my mentors, and let's hear it for them. Big thank you to all of my seniors at MTC, Toastmaster Nikhil, Toastmaster Alok, Toastmaster Puneet, Toastmaster Shashi, Toastmaster Ashwin, Toastmaster Geeta, Venkat sir, Yoshrad sir, and so many ex-MTCians who are all my seniors. They've played such an important role in my growth here as an MTCian that whenever I went for advice to them, it was always something very valuable, not just in Toastmasters, but also any kind of advice outside with respect to my education or professional endeavors. So big gratitude for all that you have done for me. Big thank you to all of my dearest friends who I was able to make over here. All of my bandhu, sakhas, priya sakhas. And the best part is that as a youngster, you get to interact with people from so many different age groups. So what can be a better treat for a student than that, right? And it helps you so much, like with respect to whether it was my placements, whether it was my applications. So many MTCians and ex-MTCians have been able to contribute to it. The kind of network you build here is something phenomenal. So I won't be able to take everyone's name because the list is literally endless. So apologies from my end. But it's a very fun-filled association and at the same time very value-adding. So thank you for creating a community like this to all of my dear friends. Big thank you and best wishes to my mentees sitting in the crowd. Toastmaster Kritik, Ananya, Varun, Ashish, Swapnil. I hope you guys continue to excel here as MTCians and whatever you guys are doing. Take up leadership roles, take up support squads, make sure you're growing in your speaking journey. And one day you will thank your mentor and vice versa. And the good news for my mentees, because the mentoring chair has agreed, the ExCom is happy with it. I will continue to be your mentor, though I will be there. So that's one thing, though I may join a Toastmasters Club there. But they're lucky enough and I'll be directly staying in touch with them for their speaking journey. Last but not the least, gratitude to each and every member of MTC and the kind of learning environment which has been created here. And that helped me so much in these last 6 years that this club has been my constant weekend companion. Every single time I stepped on stage, there was growth by 1 inch. There was growth in my personal journey of speaking and leadership by 1 inch. So this was nothing short of a 6-year personality development program. Nothing short of that for me. And the kind of cutting edge you get, whether it was in my workplace or whether it was in my applications, the kind of cutting edge you get in your interview skills, in your GD skills is absolutely phenomenal, and very grateful to each and every member who have contributed to my journey. And when I see things in retrospect, who I was and who I am today, the way you grow in your own eyes, ऐसा confidence आता है जिंदगी में, and it's very natural, authentic confidence, which has been grown with a lot of hard work and contributions of many. Last but not the least, as a final mark of gratitude, I am reminded of a very interesting episode from the Ramayana, which I would like to end with. So now Gandhara hai to Adhyatma hona hi chahiye. So when the entire battle of Lanka was over and Lord Ramachandra was completing all of his pastimes, there happened to be a conversation between Lord Ramachandra and Hanumanji. And we know the kind of services that Hanumanji had done, right? So whether it was crossing the ocean, finding the whereabouts of Mother Sita, killing so many Rakshasas, burning Lanka, getting Sanjeevani Booty for Lakshman, so many different activities and services. So in this conversation between Lord Ram and Hanumanji, Shri Ramachandra is offering his gratitude to Hanumanji. And in this gratitude, Lord Ramachandra says to Hanumanji that for whatever services and activities that you have done for me, and will continue to do so for the rest of eternity, I will be eternally indebted, overwhelmed with depth of gratitude, that I don't know how can I pay this gratitude back for what all you have done for me. इतना कर्ज है कृतज्ञता का कि पता नहीं मैं किसको कैसे चुका पाऊंगा। एंड इन द सेम मूड ऑफ लॉर्ड रामचंद्र, I wish to say this to Mulund Toastmasters Club, that for whatever I have received from Mulund Toastmasters Club, I will be eternally indebted, overwhelmed with depth of gratitude for what you guys have given me. And as a final, and with this, I also seek all of your blessings for the start of my very new journey, right from scratch. And finally, as a final mark of gratitude, I wish to recite a very interesting poem, which is a English style of a poem. I'm sure many of you are looking forward to it because I'd given a heads up. And it's a dedication and tribute to Mulund Toastmasters Club and summarizing my journey here. It's been prepared by one of our family friends in Dubai and little bit 20% inputs from my end. Camera rolling? कविता का नाम है MTC के लिए। ज्वाइन किया MTC मैंने 2018 में, तब से दुगना हुआ मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस। इनफैक्ट मुझे मिला स्पीच प्रेजेंटेशन का एक अनोखा इंडिपेंडेंस। क्या पता था MTC में नई फैमिली जाएगी मिल, कसम से यारो लंदन जाके आप सबको मिस करेगा ये दिल। मेरे सारे मेंटीज का तहे दिल से शुक्रिया, उनकी वजह से अपने लाइफ के पन्नों पे लिख सकता हूं रोज नई कहानियां। तुषार एक बार बोल, क्या सच में फेस कर सकता है मेरी बॉलिंग? नेवर माइंड, हमारी क्रिकेट और स्पिरिचुअलिटी की बातें हमेशा रहेगी रोलिंग। वेंकट सर, आपका गाइडेंस, आपकी बातें ऑलवेज है बेस्ट। मिडिल ईस्ट के बाद अब बातें होंगी लंदन की शेष। याद आएगी गुरु प्रसाद की वो जबरदस्त बातें, नहीं भूलूंगा तुषार, मधुरा, किरण, वो पोस्ट मीटिंग डिनर वाली रातें। ओ बैड बॉयज, मिस करूंगा म्यूचुअल फंड और स्टॉक वाले डिस्कशन। बाय गॉड, इसी बहाने हो गए दूर मार्केट के सारे मिसकंसेप्शन। डोंट वरी, व्हाट्सएप पे जारी रहेगा हमारा ये कनेक्शन। शुक्रिया MTC, पता नहीं था आपके सहारे से डिस्ट्रिक्ट की चैंपियनशिप और इंपीरियल की एडमिशन पा जाऊंगा। वादा करता हूं MTC के लिए लंदन से कोहिनूर और DTM का अवार्ड जरूर लेकर आऊंगा। अच्छा चलता हूं, दुआओं में याद रखना, दूर जा रहा हूं पर कभी ना छोड़ो साथ। हे प्रभु, MTC के ऊपर ऑलवेज रहे आपका हाथ। धन्यवाद।